Alright, I wanted to make a video of my 2004 Volkswagen R32 that I have for sale on Craigslist. I'm the original owner. It has 145,000 miles. I'm just going to do a little walk around of the car, show you it running and all that. So the front end on the car is really nice and clean. Headlights, new grills, never had the front bumper drilled, so no license plate bracket holes, and at some point, this is what I just saw. There you go, little something there, but new grills, everything really nice and clean. We'll kind of come around to the side of the car, show you the wheels, each one of the wheels. I had the wheels resprayed about a year ago, and I really haven't put too many miles on the car in that year, so even if I zoom in a ton here, you can see, I mean, they're really, really good. Changed to an amber indicator instead of the original smoke. And apart from a couple aesthetic things, there really is, the car is completely stock otherwise. Put brand new rear brake calipers and discs on the car. Let's see if you can kind of, so they're absolutely mint, and again, the rims, super clean. Let me come around to the back. So I put Golf taillights instead of the stock GTI R32 taillights that come. I just like the amber color better. I'm missing the cap that would normally go on there, not a big deal. That's the stock antenna, it's just a little shorter. So we'll come around here, show you this wheel. Again, brand new brakes in the rear, full brake. So they're really clean. And I'll just do a quick little thing on the front rim so you can see, I mean, super clean. Let's come to the inside of the car. I have all the floor mats here. So the rubber R32 mats, I'm going to vacuum them before I put them back in. And then I also have all the, the regular cloth floor mats. They go behind the, for the passengers in the rear and for, down here in the front. But we'll come into the car here and you can kind of get a look at how clean the interior is. So, footwell. Car has 145, hold on, let's see if you can see that. 145,632 miles on it. Mostly highway miles. Nice and clean. The seats, the passenger seat and the rear seats are basically brand new. The driver's seat has, you see here, some of the stitching came undone. Not really a big deal. I think relatively easily you could just buy some threading and go through the stock holes. But anyway, that's the situation. We'll take a look back here. Whoop. I can probably count on one hand the amount of times anyone's ever sat back there. Those little indents, you see a lot of R32s with that. It's when you lean the seat down. Anyway, they're there. And nice and clean back here. I don't even know what angle I'm showing you right now. Let's see, what else? Hold on. So yeah, that's the interior. Like I said, I'm the original owner. Got this car, had a job in upstate New Jersey, drove 60 something miles a day, so it really was mostly a commuter. I would say that commute is what put 100, maybe 115,000 miles on the car. And then locally here in New Jersey, I did the other 30,000. But I moved to Brooklyn 4.5 years ago, and the car's been here in New Jersey, kind of just sitting and hanging out ever since. I'll shut up here for a second so you can hear the startup. So here you go. So this is cold. I haven't started it in a little bit here. You might be hearing already the sound of the exhaust. So the only real issue on the car is twofold. One, this is a sticker, so don't mind that. When you put the roof racks, you put this sticker. This is just, I need to peel it off. But you see this little bit of rust, that this is an air pocket in the... Now the light is really kind of making it, but this is what it is. It's bubbling in this roof gutter. There's a tiny spot here where it's come through, and it follows down the rain gutter. Now it looks pretty dramatic in the video. If I zoom out, you can kind of see that it's definitely there. It is not terrible, but it will need addressing at some point. I think if you just sanded it down, it would be okay. You can get these cars resprayed. They won't use the same paint as what Volkswagen put on it originally, but the color match will be, especially if they do any kind of blend. Just showing you the headlights work, all the bulbs and everything work. Let's open up this so you can see. Okay, here we go. I didn't even clean this engine bay for you, so this is really just how clean it's always been. I think there's supposed to be a cap here, not a big deal. You might be able to hear that sound, so literally in the last 2 weeks or so, the exhaust started making this noise. I think it's a leak and or a crack in the manifold back here. The parts aren't expensive. Depending on who you're having do the labor, that could be where the price is. So because of that, I've lowered the price. It's a total bummer because the car was super mint until then. I'm just pointing down that hole in case it changes the sound. And I'll rev the car up a little bit here. It's totally drivable the way it is. It's really not bad. It sounds a little riced out, but actually it's kind of cool. And I'm gonna turn the lights on for you to see. Give it a little gas. You can get an exaggerated version of what it's like when you're actually on the road. Okay. For all of you who don't like revving a cold car, don't cry too much. This car's been babied for 14 years. Yeah, and that's it. Here, I'll turn it off now. You can smell, well, we're in a garage, that's why you can smell gas. But because there, is something going on with the manifold or headers, whatever it is, when you're driving it, I mean, you can kind of smell a little bit of exhaust, but it's really not too extreme. Anyway, so I have the car listed for under $10,000. You can see my dad is a Mercedes-Benz mechanic, so he's done all the maintenance on the car. It's super mint, other than that exhaust leak, and it's a total pain in the butt that happened. Close the hood for you. And I'm moving to South Carolina, starting a family. Don't think the R32 is going to be practical enough. That hood is still up, so mind that little bit of gap. And yeah, hope it goes to a good home.